Shares of Walmart have been in a slow and steady gaining mood this year, up 13%. Now the company looking to grow its marketplace business, hosting a big event in Las Vegas for third-party sellers. Melissa Repko was there, and she joins us now with a look at what she learned there. Hi, Melissa. Welcome back.
Hi, great to be here. Yes, I spent the past couple of days talking to both sellers who are signing up for Walmart's marketplace and also a lineup of Walmart executives who kind of pulled back the curtain on their strategy to grow online sales and the role that marketplace will play in that. One of those executives I spoke to was Tom Ward. He's a chief e-commerce leader, and here's what he said explaining their initiative.
Customers are continuously looking for more and more assortment. They want more options, more choices, more value. And so the reason, we're at a conference like this one is to help underline to both our seller community what Walmart can bring to them and what together we can bring to our customers.
Tom Ward spoke to me about how he really wants to expand what Walmart sees as the endless aisle. So having more of that stuff that people sometimes go to Amazon for, that's everything from clothing to things they need around the house. It's all about having a ton of stuff and then converting that into larger e-commerce sales.
One of the things that I have found in dealing with Amazon is the notion that I can go on there with the number of a specific light bulb that may be for an outdoor light. It's this big of a bulb, and they've got it.
They've got it. Yeah.
Is Walmart trying to do that?
Yes, that's what they're trying to do. And the value of doing a third-party marketplace is that they can take a little bit more risks with what they stock up on. So not only are they trying to get some of those obscure light bulbs like you mentioned and parts, but they can also branch out into higher price point items. Things like Dyson air wraps or even Rolex watches are now in their marketplace.
What? From Walmart?
Yes,
no.
From Walmart. And here's the thing is they're not buying that inventory. They're relying on sellers. So if it doesn't do well, they don't have the same kind of markdown risk. Instead, they just have an abundance of options that shoppers can find on their website and associate with the Walmart name.
So the Rolex would not be coming from Walmart proper. It would be coming from a partner of Walmart's because
Yes.
Rolex controls the supply.
Yeah. Exactly. It's from the seller. And those, of course, are authorized sellers. And for a brand name like that, you're right, there's more control there. But here's the sweet spot, too, is that the sellers that were at this summit being encouraged by Walmart to join the marketplace and expand their assortment are also potential customers because Walmart is also selling them fulfillment services, much like Amazon. And those fulfillment services are higher margin types of businesses. So they're both expanding Walmart's potential online business, but then also paying Walmart to pack and ship their boxes.
And the question is this all enough to really try to steal market share from Amazon? I was reading your report, Walmart annual sales, 1/5 of Amazon's last year.
Yes, it's still, when you look at Walmart, they're still a very distant second when it comes to e-commerce in the U.S., but they're trying to make some of those incremental changes. And one of their biggest differentiators is their stores. And Walmart's keenly aware of this. I spoke to their head of marketplace, Manish Jonja, and he was telling me that, one of the things that they're trying to do is lean into the fact that a lot of those third-party sellers want to be vendors for their store. And on the stage at the summit, one of the big surprises was they brought one of the sellers, Solo Stove, which sells fire pits, and they said, we're going to put in a purchase.
One.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
There you go. I don't know if you got it from Walmart's marketplace, but pretty soon you'll be able to get it at Walmart stores because they are going to become a first-party supplier. And putting that story up there is something that Amazon simply can't offer, is having those stores where you can maybe make it onto store shelves.
Really interesting.
It's a smokeless outdoor fire pit. It is a really good product, I have to say.
Especially
really
for the summer.
Yeah, right, when it's 90 degrees.
Yeah.
It's great to have a smokeless
Cool
pit.
nights.
Melissa, thanks. Appreciate it. Got off the plane at 1:30 at Newark last night. Still standing. Love that.